I was born in Chicago. I moved to Los Angeles when I was seven or eight. I was primarily raised in Los Angeles. And Fordham was my top choice. I wanted to know more about theater and like actually cultivating a broader sense of what it is to act or to perform and to hustle. Because in order to make it in the city, you gotta like have that hustle and bustle. But the reason I came to Fordham was because my favorite actor came here. Denzel Washington came to this school. A bit challenging at times because it almost feels as if it's a BFA with the amount that you're required to do on top of your liberal arts courses. So it definitely feels like a BFA personally to me. Doing Macbeth last year, I was doing the lab for the prom and then running to rehearsals at night. So the lab would be from 10 to 6 for the month of January, and Macbeth rehearsal would be like 6 to 10. Or 6 to 9. So, well, with that's like, you really gotta love what you do. The lab was to bring everyone together and to like reteach it and to like really edit it to make it cleaner and more receptible. 2 weeks you had to learn the choreography and the songs, and then the next 2 weeks were presenting it to producers so it can get picked up. Loved it. Loved doing the lab, and then that just transferred into doing the actual production, which is January to February. 6 months later, this is definitely not easier for the faint-hearted. 8 shows a week, 6 times a week. That takes a toll on the body. Like that's like, for me, that's real athleticism. So I wake up. I don't have class on Wednesdays because we have 2 shows on a Wednesday. I take 5 classes. All of those are reading heavy classes. So I'm definitely reading in between the shows. Sleep. She makes occasional visits, but she is not stable. Diet is crucial. Your social life takes a real hit. So it's almost as if like you're not being a good friend. Because like when people say, oh, can we go out? You're like, my body hurts. Like I can't. And you want to. But the black men in my life in history have played a more crucial role this last year, just to witness like what does it mean to encapsulate class, respect, dignity, and ownership. Watching Denzel Washington from afar, he, for me, exemplifies dignity, class, hard work, respect, and a sense of like fun. Honestly, I watch his scenes over and over. I try not to mimic him, but try to watch how convincing he is. You wake up and you think about it, it's like there's some type of familiarity to it. But to achieve it at this age, I'm grateful because I have plans to not change the artistic world, but to make a solid contribution. I'm gonna advance it to television, film, voiceover work, maybe producing probably when I hit 30, so I can accumulate enough wealth and connections to be able to do that. Directing later on in life. Marvel, I would love to be Miles Morales. Miles is like a black and Puerto Rican Spider-Man. And my nephew was like, wow, that Spider-Man looked like me. He was 4 years old when he said it. And I literally teared up a little bit. I was like, yeah, he does. And he was like, can I be that? I was like, yes, you can. But I told my sister this. She asked me, how do I see my future? And I just told her I want to be better than the day before. Peace.